mercy for mankind, except for you and me. And this orphan child grew and came to be the greatest man alive. Praying Jannah with me. Way for us so we can believe. Taught us all about love, showed us what it means. Ya Muhammad,
It is Monday, the 22nd of September. Minara Business Matters here with Kelly Ramazani. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're on 90.4 FM if you just tuned in right now. If you are in Durban, that's 90.4 FM. If you're in PMB, that is 105.6 FM. Anywhere else around the world on www.alansar.org.za. We are about to dive into some excellent work that is being done by members of our community. And in that, we are celebrating what they are doing, uplifting the nation as a whole. Like I said, this is Minara Business Chambers, and I'm sitting in Business Matters, rather. And I am sitting in very unusual time to hear my voice, but nevertheless, I'm no stranger to Radio Ansaar. I invite you to be part of this discussion. If you are a business lover or business-minded person like myself, or anybody that just can relate to the topic, you're more than welcome. The number to dial is 0609041056. Awesome news is that the Minara Business Recognition Award, hosted annually by Minara Business Chamber of Commerce, marked a dual milestone this year, celebrating their 14th edition, coinciding with the Minara Business Chamber 25th anniversary celebration. Now, over the years, the Minara Business Recognition Award has become one of South Africa's most prestigious platforms, recognizing outstanding achievements within the Muslim business, professional, and community sector. Since their inception, the awards have grown into a national stage celebrating excellence in business leadership, professionalism, innovation, entrepreneurship, and community service. A whole package right there for you. Now, rooted in values of empowerment, collaboration, and ethical conduct, the Minara Business Recognition Award shine a spotlight on individuals and businesses, not only those that have succeeded commercially, but also those that are contributing meaningfully to our society. We love to see the good work that is being done by the individuals within our society, and we love to award them for that, because what else encourages good behavior than recognition? And that is exactly what the Minara Business Recognition Award does. Now, a few highlights from 2024. The award was held at Orient Hall in Durban, and it brought together leaders, professionals, entrepreneurs, and community figures. Now, the evening was recognized exceptional individuals and entities across 9 categories. Among the notable winners were, you want to take down names? Hopefully next year you will be among them. All right. So for business entity, now, this is on a large scale. It was 24 investment managers, and another business entity on a medium size was Comesa Food Services. Business startup was Hydra Power Group. And for Business Woman of the Year, ladies and gentlemen, it was Mariam Kassem. Wow. And a professional achiever was Abdullah Varachia, and a business person of the year was Suleiman Sheikh. A young entrepreneur was Yusuf Ahmed Mullah. Community Builder of the Year award went to Ashraf Ali. It does not end there. We've got the Lifetime Achiever Award. Can you take a wild guess? I'm sure you can. 3, 2, one. It is the one and only Dr. Naledi Grace Pandor. I'm sure you saw that coming. Who is the former minister of DRCO and the chairperson of the Nelson Mandela Foundation. So there you have it. I'm giving you a brief idea of what the MINARA Business Recognition Award does. And tonight we are going to be speaking among the finalists and to show you the kind of amazing work they are doing. I believe we got them online already. Yep, Asif is giving me yes, we've got our guest online. All right, let's jump right into it. I am joined by AMINA Abraham, who is the CEO of Exotic Taste, based in Durban. Now, Exotic Taste was founded in 2006 by AMINA Abrahams herself, a single mother driven by resilience and the need to provide for her two children. What began as a small one-bedroom home born out of determination and necessity has since flourished into a proudly halal family-run ISO 22000 accredited food business. Wow. As you can see, resilience and determination taken on a whole new level. I'm also joined by another incredible lady, SALMA Mohammed, owner of Fancy Pantry, which is also based in Cape Town. There was a bit of a pun there, but I didn't want to go into it. Let's focus on business matters, okay? Let's get our minds out of the gutter. All right, so Salma Mohammed is an experienced bakery owner with over 16 years of hands-on expertise in baking. For all you lovers of baking, here you are. You need to hear this. She's also experienced in staff training and delivering exceptional customer service, known for maintaining high quality standards and building strong customer relationships, passionate about growing the business and expanding to a national level with a commitment to excellence, continuous in innovation and baking industry. That is Salma Mohammed. Now, ladies, what an honor to be in your company tonight. I would like for each one of you to answer my salam and please share the excitement as you are. I hope you are. First, let's begin with Salma Mohammed. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum salam, Kalia. I'm well, in you?
All right, let's try again. We didn't hear you there. Our mic had a bit of a technical issue. I'm adjusting mine. Hope you are ready. Salma Mohammed, let's try again. 3, 2, 1. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Kelly, can you hear me now?
Okay, not a stress at all. We'll fix it. Salma, maintain that smile. I can see it. Keep it right there. Now we are going to invite you in. Amina Abrahams, are you there with us? Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shukran for having me.
Amina, are you with us?
Can you hear me?
Okay, nevertheless, are we still going to continue? All right, finally, we got hold of our guest. Assalamu alaikum.
Kelly, can you hear me now?
I can hear you loud and clear. Can you hear me?
Yes. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you guys are all well. Shukran so much for having me on the show. It's a real honor and privilege.
Absolute pleasure having you. That is Salma Mohammed returning our greeting. I believe Amina is with us. Amina, would also love to hear from you. Assalamu alaikum. You good?
Walaikum salam. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now loud and clear. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Shukran jazilan for inviting me. Salam, Salma.
Salam, Amina.
Hey, I absolutely love that. We are all in it as one and we are ready for the interview. Ladies, I am super excited to take down notes. As you can see, I got my pen here. I got a few pages here that I'll be taking down notes. I want to hear every single detail to this journey. First and foremost, let's begin with Amina, you here with us? All right, let's begin with you. What inspired you to start and pursue your business journey? You shared with us how you started from being a single mother in a one-bedroom house to what it is today. SubhanAllah. Walk us through that.
It's really with no frills to attach to it. It really started as a personal journey,
Mm,
being in that setting where, yes, I was divorced, I did have two
mm,
children, and I was retrenched from the bank that I was working at the time. And then I decided to take a chance on something that was my part-time hobby of making achar, lemon achar to in that. And I decided to see, okay, let me start it as a part-time thing and see maybe it could work. 19 years later, I'm still standing, still doing not only the achar, but also cooking sauces, savories, a whole range. And Alhamdulillah, I humbly say it, but I'm able to, my business is able to um, provide products nationally, and Alhamdulillah, doing private label work as well.
mashallah, what an incredible journey it is, turning your passion, your side job into a full time job. Wow, a full town, because now you're supplying for the whole town. Now, Salma, I would love to bring you in here, adding to the question, your journey, where did you begin from? And also, what has been some of the biggest challenges that you have encountered as a businesswoman?
Okay, so my journey started in 2009 when
Mm,
my husband bought me a small pizza manufacturing business to keep
yeah.
me going. I had one son, one child at that time,
Mm,
and four people working for me. And it was a small operation, just day by day, you know what I mean, just to keep me going. And as the business grew and my family grew as well, having more kids and stuff like that, and we felt the need to expand. And then we moved in from pizza manufacturing, going into manufacturing rolls and different type of rolls and stuff like that. So it was steady growth.
mm,
And I mean, starting from four people, moving up, almost hiring now up to 40 people, five vehicles, supplying um, major parts of Cape Town, from the city right up to Paarl to Somerset, Simonstown, all of that. Supplying takeaways, restaurants with fresh rolls, different according to their specifications. So yeah, and so one of the biggest challenges for me as a businesswoman is being a mom and a businesswoman. And that
mm,
is very difficult because I suffer a lot from mom guilt. And because my business was also in the starting stages and I had a growing family, it's like having two babies. And you kind of giving the one attention and then you feel guilty for not spending enough time or putting enough effort and stuff. So till today, I suffer with that. And I feel I need to be more consistent in certain areas and, give in, but yeah, for me, that is one of the biggest challenges that I have, prioritizing. And yeah.
wow. I'm very curious to ask which one is your favorite child, but that's a story for another day. Before we start a war here, in case your family is listening. But one thing I'm so interested to know is, both of you have beautiful stories on how you started your journey. But if we are being honest, there is a competition out there. You're not the only ones. But what sets your business apart from all the other business out there? Salma, I would love you to start with this.
Okay, so we do contract baking and we bake according to spec. So if you need something specifically for your business, we are
Mm,
able to do that. We also pride ourselves on top quality, consistency, service delivering. I mean, our facility runs 24 hours, so
wow.
we can turn around time quickly. And then we also have the fancy pantry, which is, so that is the wholesale section. And then fancy pantry is retail. And we bring in all the different products from Durban and Joburg, and we bring it to Cape Town for all the expats, all the people like myself who have moved from Joburg or Durban and came to Cape Town and miss their favorite stuff and want to feel that bit of nostalgia, and when they miss home, feel for something nice, a biscuit or certain type of meat, or having a braai, and you need that. So that's what the fancy pantry does. So we keep most of our products come in from Durban and Joburg, and we service that type of market. And I would say our competitive edge is that we're very easily accessible. If you don't want to come into store, you can WhatsApp your order. We deliver. You can get an Uber pickup. If you want something from Durban or Joburg, specifically from any of those suppliers that we do get our stuff from, we can get it for you, especially. So, yeah, that is our competitive edge.
Wow, beautiful there. I absolutely love the fact that you bring in that home feeling when somebody's experiencing some nostalgia and they miss home and they're like, where can I get that biscuit or snack that just reminds me of home? You are there. But also, you spoke about accessibility and, the world being more digital right now. You also accommodate that. Absolutely love it. Now, I would love you to come in with this also telling us why you stand out, why your business stand out, but also include into that what are some of your long-term growth.
Okay, so mm, I 3 years ago I set myself a work goal, and
Mm,
that was that I wanted to have my ISO 22000 accreditation.
mm,
Alhamdulillah, with Allah's grace, my
mm,
team and I have worked very hard over the past 3 years to finally make this goal a reality as of the 2nd of May this year.
mm,
Alhamdulillah, that was a huge achievement and accreditation, which is for me, it doesn't stop there because where it leads to the next step would be FSSC 22,000. There's only 30,000 FSSC 22,000 facilities in the world, and I definitely want to be one of them. So, Alhamdulillah, the achievement of the ISO 22,000 that has that's it sounds easy, but it was tongue. It was very draining. It was 1 week up until the audit. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't do this. Let me just give up. Let me just stop this whole thing.
mm,
So that whole having to be resilient and having to push forward is very important as an entrepreneur.
mm,
Um, uh, we one of the goals that I've set uh, as well, besides the ISO 22000, is to make our company available for private label manufacturing. So those and this started from COVID times, so people wanted to produce a product, they didn't have the facility. With our facility, we are able to accommodate that. We are able to take somebody else's dream and visions and let them enable it within a food safety system to realize their dreams and visions. So, Alhamdulillah, yeah, that's what I have to say.
Beautiful, beautiful. Wish you all the very best with your aim for the FFC 22,000. And, the one thing that I've also realized from speaking to both of you beautiful ladies is that apart from all this achievement, there's still this humility and this need for community building and community upliftment. I absolutely admire that. Now, jumping right into that, as the finalist in this category, what do you believe has been your biggest contribution to the humanity as well as your industry and the community at large? Starting with you, Amina.
Um, I believe in paying it forward. Over the 19 years, many people have held my hand, have walked with me on my journey, has advised me, has says, no, don't do this, go there, don't do that. And I firmly believe in paying it forward. So how do I pay it forward within my organization? I do it in two ways: through learnerships and educating the youth and upskilling my staff, and assisting them in terms of their growth journey within this organization. And then in the second way, I pay it forward by mentoring companies, small companies, ones that are starting out, ones that are running but want to improve themselves. That is how I wish to pay it forward.
Beautiful there. Salma, come in. I would love to hear your headspace on how you would love to contribute to the industry and the business at large.
Okay, so one of the biggest contributions I feel is giving home industries an outlet to get their products into the market by having them at the fancy pantry. Also, uplifting and training my staff continuously, improving our recipes, techniques, sending them for training and providing courses like Amina said, learnership and that. Just to improve the quality, improve their confidence, their techniques. Beyond the business itself and seeing myself as an entrepreneur, I made it a priority. I think that's why me and Amina do get along and we know each other from
Oh, that's
business.
great.
But I'd love to mentor and support and inspire other women to continue pushing their boundaries and getting themselves out there, being fearless, inspiring them to go for their dreams and doing what they need to do, paving the way possible, making it easy for them to get out in that market and having an impact, a meaningful impact.
I love that. I absolutely love the fact that both of you wish to pass on the torch, to educate another, to empower another. So this is great news if you are listening right now and you happen to be a woman in the business industry or interested in business. We've got two ladies here that are more than willing to mentor, to give back, to educate, to guide you. So join the discussion on 0609041056. Ladies, I'm going to ask you both to take a breather as we take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more insights and a fruitful discussion. You are on 90.4 FM, Radio Ansaar. You can also watch us live on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. It is MINARA Business Chamber. It's Kelly Ramazani sitting in. You are in safe hands because tonight is all about empowerment. Stay with
Teaching
us.
you something new every day. Radio Ansaar.
This segment is brought to you by Kenfield Auto, your RMI approved service and repair specialist. 236 Brickfield Road, Overport. Kenfield Auto.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. ربنا آمنا بما أنزلت واتبعنا الرسول فاكتبنا مع الشاهدين.
Car won't start?
Kenfield Auto.
Noisy brakes?
Kenfield Auto.
Due for a service?
Kenfield Auto. Kenfield Auto, the answer to all your car problems. Your service and repair specialist for your VW, Audi, Suzuki, Toyota, or just about any vehicle. Kenfield Auto, your RMI and insurance approved workshop to handle them all. 236 Brickfield Road, Overport. Call us on 031 207 2399. Kenfield Auto.
Ladies, are you concerned about your health and well-being? Then the Ansaar Cancer Support Group's annual Cancer Awareness and Chai Day is for you. Dynamic speakers, an awesome tea garden, lucky draws, free blood pressure and sugar checks, free entry. Join us on Saturday, the 25th of October at the Ansaar Hall, 189 West Road, Overport, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Let's unite to fight cancer's might.
Welcome to Simplex Radio. Visit our showroom for the full range of car audio. Our TV department carries top brands with quality LED panels, full HD to Ultra HD, and now the experience of Super Ultra HD. Visit our theater rooms and transform your home with brands like Onkyo, Integra, Denon, Boston Acoustics, Yamaha, and more for quality audio visual experience. Now available, full range of home appliances. A one-stop shopping experience. Call 031 306 4029 or Kenilworth Park, 202 Brickfield Road, Overport. Simplex Radio, the name you can trust.
Africa.
For too many communities across Africa and the world, access to clean water remains a dream. At Africa Muslims Agency, we dig deep, reaching into the heart of the earth to fill the cups of those in need. Sponsor a water well for 16,500 Rand, or a borehole in Afghanistan for 55,000 Rand, or Africa for 65,000 Rand, or any amount. With water comes food, health, education, and growth. An ongoing reward with Africa Muslims Agency.
Audio stream across the world on radioalansar.co.za.
Business Matters. The title suggests many things. The important issue is the world revolves around business, society, organizations, individuals, and even religion survives and thrives because of business. Business has to encompass not just financial commodity and service transactions.
There you have it. The world revolves around the business. It is our livelihood, our well-being, and it is now our communication right here on 90.4 FM. You are on Radio Al-Ansar. My name is Kelly Ramazani. I'm sitting in for Anwar Mullah, and this is MINARA Business Matters. I'm joined by two beautiful ladies doing incredible work. AMINA Abrahams, who is the CEO of Exotic Taste, based in Cape Town, as well as SALMA Mohammed, who is the owner of Fancy Pantry, also based in Cape Town. Earlier, before the break, we talked about all things community building, talked about long-term growth and goals. We talked about the journey of their business, and now we are diving into leadership qualities, because you listening to us right now have to walk away with something. Okay, I got your back. I made sure that I'm going to ask the ladies something great that we can learn. Now, Amina, I'd like you to walk us through what are some of the leadership qualities that you believe are essential for women in business. Earlier on, Salma spoke about how she would also love to mentor women and, would love to also educate women, because she has experienced, just like you, some of the challenges of being a woman in business. Now, with you, Amina, what are some of the leadership qualities that you think are essential, must have for women?
It is very important to be a visionary, and it's very important to plan strategically. Okay. It's easy to say, you must be confident in the decisions that you make. But if your personal circumstances don't find you there, then what do you do? So the qualities, you need to work on certain qualities, and one of the important ones is to be resilient, to be able to bounce back, to be able to adapt to situations when they don't go your way. Being in business, things sometimes go right and things many times go wrong. And if you're not resilient and you're not able to bounce back and you're not able to get up when you are pushed down, okay, then yeah, that will be a problem. So bottom line, you have to believe in yourself and your dreams, and you must work hard at realizing your goals.
Powerful, profound advice there. Me, myself, and I taking down notes because I started a business. And let me tell you one thing, I almost lost my mind. I said, oh, nope, I'm sorry. I choose peace. Unfortunately, I realized that I might have a weak muscle there, a muscle of quitting early. Salma, I'd love you to come in here and add, onto what Amina spoke about. She spoke about visionary, planning strategically, being resilient, and having the ability to bounce back. Would you like to add on more qualities about the characteristics, or rather qualities of leadership that women should have in order to succeed in the business world?
Definitely. I mean, I spot on there, the resilience and adaptability, but integrity as well. Being honest, having good business ethics, building trust with your suppliers, with your customers. Also persistence, never giving up. Part of resilience and adaptability is persistence and trying new avenues to bring in maybe new revenue or to do something differently. Also collaboration, partnering with people, creating opportunities, also empowering other people to succeed alongside you. It's not only about competition. There has to be collaboration. There has to be partnerships to grow further. You can't only walk this road alone, and that's where you have to look. You have to look forward. You have to have your vision right there, your goals. Get a mentor, get a coach, because sometimes we can't see the bigger picture. We're so busy working in our business, doing the physical work, that we're not working on our business.
Mm. That's very important.
So that's where you need to get somebody to pull you back and to put you back onto that track and say, you need to work on your business. This needs to be done this way, that way. And we don't know everything. You go to campus, you study, you have a degree, but doing the real work, the actual work is very different. And
Yeah.
that's when you really find that, I did study this, but it's not working out. It's not the way it's
Mm,
supposed to be. And you're calling the professionals and you partner with somebody and collaborate or get that information, and it helps. So you
mm,
must be open to that type of collaboration and partnership, because at the end
mm.
of the day, it's going to just take you further. It's going to empower you. You're going to learn from somebody something that you didn't know.
100%, 100%. And I love the fact that you mentioned collaboration, especially for women. You know, there is a lot of unnecessary competition here and there when we could actually use that opportunity to learn from one another. Ladies,
Yes.
you all said so many beautiful words that, wow, I feel like I've experienced something right now. Now, for somebody that's listening and they think, okay, yes, I hear you, but where do I begin? Like, where do I start? I want to do the business or I want to focus on my business, but I got nobody. Like you mentioned, the need for a mentor, for somebody to guide you. Sometimes you get occupied with everything else. You know, you forget to focus on the business. What advice would you have for somebody that's listening right now but feels stuck, maybe hopeless, maybe clueless? What advice do you have? Salma, let's go in first.
I would say believe in yourself, even if nobody else believes in you.
Mm,
That's the first
mm,
thing. Start small, but start. And don't wait for everything to be perfect. Don't wait for everything to fall into place, because time waits for nobody. And the faster you move, the quicker you make money. If you're going to dilly dally, it's going to take forever. You know what I
mm,
mean? So don't
mm.
wait for everything to be perfect. You also need to be resilient, because challenges will come and you will
Yeah.
fall. You will have those stumbling blocks. But believe me, those things will shape you and they will make you stronger. And
Mm,
surround yourself. Like I said, I believe a lot in collaboration, partnering with like minded people. So surround yourself with like minded people who see your vision, who can help you also see your vision. Sometimes you are clouded and you are blinded, and they might just clear it up for you a little bit.
mm,
Um, and never be afraid to say you don't know. And you can
mm,
always learn, you know. Stay true to your values. If that's what you believe in, go for it. That's
mm,
my advice I would give. And I can bear testament to this with starting the Fancy Pantry. We started it in COVID. And I mean, it was a bit of a risky time to start a business. I mean, people would think. And alhamdulillah, we're bearing testament that, you know what, you make it work. It's
mm.
challenging, it's tough at times, there's competition, there's people doing something that you're not doing it better, but you learn and you see and you improve yourself.
Mm, mm. Absolutely, absolutely love that. And now, Amina, we'd also love for you to come in and give us a bit of advice based on your journey. What is the advice that you'd give to another woman who's listening right now, clueless, maybe hopeless, maybe doubtful? What would you say to them?
Salma touched on many very good points. Um, yeah, the thing that I would like to reiterate is definitely believe in yourself and your dreams. Set the goals. Um,
Mm,
there aren't limitations as to what goals you can set,
mm,
but the more goals you have, the more you have to the everything else needs to be in alignment. Your
yeah.
thinking, the strategic thinking, the networking, like Salma said, aligning yourself with the right people. um I because I help in my own way, and I pay it forward, and I mentor. I take on small businesses to mentor, and most of them are female, women-owned businesses. The mindset. My biggest challenge is working with the mindset, and can they do it? they don't know how to. They have questions. They don't know how to ask, to who to ask, or even sometimes what to ask.
Mm.
It's important to get the mindset right. When the mindset and the vision is right, you attract a whole lot of other right things to make it
Mm.
right and to make it work. So, yeah, just be true to your goal and your dreams and work hard at it.
Mm. Beautiful, mashallah. Now, I want to ask, ladies, this one question. Looking ahead, what are your next goal, your aspirations? What do you wish to see for your businesses? But before we can get to that, I'd like to bring you in, Amina, and ask you. You spoke about how sometimes some people might experience, that stagnation because they don't know what to ask. They don't know where to begin. Have you noticed any shifts in opportunities for women, especially in the South African business landscape? And what do you think needs to change, in your opinion, Amina?
Kelly, there is a lot of assistance.
Mm.
You just need to be willing to ask. Our government has provided platforms like CEDA, which was now SEDFA. There are SEDFA outlets throughout South Africa. There's DTI and the grants and everything that they have set up in
Mm.
order to assist previously disadvantaged communities, okay, and especially women. Myself and Exotic Taste being recipients of those grants, it's not easy, but if you do the right thing, you do the applications, you push forward, you persevere, you continue on the line, just you do your thing and they will do their thing, and somewhere along the line the two actually meet, and it does come together. So, just on there are many opportunities for help, for assistance, that women can access and tap into.
Mm. Salma, coming in, what do you have to say with regards to the opportunities available for women, and if there is any change, what could it be?
Definitely, there is a lot of positive shift that has happened in the business sector with regards to women in terms of policy and, like Amina said, grants and access to funding and that. For me, the change still needs to come in terms of a very deep-seated cultural and societal norm
Mm.
where
Mm.
you still have that limit as a female in business or a woman in business participating in business. So I'm grateful to Minara for having this Chamber of Commerce and allowing females to be such an integral part of the business world. It gives us that opportunity to showcase ourselves, to take part and be on the same kind of level. Do you know? I mean, not that I'm saying in terms of equality and stuff like that, but just it gives us this platform where women in business can be seen and we have equal opportunities. We are mentioned, there's network opportunities for us as well. So the main thing for me is the societal and cultural norms that hold women back, which that needs to have, that needs to get a shift now.
Wow. And I saw you were trying to be a bit modest there, maybe a bit diplomatic, Salma, but yeah, you can say it. It has been happening for the longest of time. And I think
Yeah.
it's very to everyone. But alhamdulillah, we've got platforms like Minara that brings about equality in excellence despite your gender, so that's amazing. Yeah. Now, what does being a finalist in Minara Business Recognition Award mean to you personally and professionally? This is your moment to give us your TED Talk. Salma.
Okay, so being a finalist, Alhamdulillah, I have to say shukr Alhamdulillah to Allah. It's only because of Him. It is a recognition also of hard work and dedication and the innovation that I've poured into my business. It validates the impact I've made in the industry, rising the quality standards of my products and my business, and creating opportunities for other people. Hopefully, Minara, this award will open new opportunities for me, create partnerships and learning experiences, and it will also help me grow my business even further. On a personal level, I am truly grateful to Allah for this opportunity. It's definitely a blessing, and it's a very rewarding acknowledgement. It is a reminder for me and for everybody else that's listening that perseverance, resilience, and faith in Allah matters. It also inspires me to continue pushing boundaries and showing up and determining showing up. And it also helps me to lead and succeed and make a lasting difference both in my community and industry.
Beautiful. What a heartfelt speech there. Should I call it a speech or should I call it a, what is the right word? Words are failing me. That was incredible, Salma. Well done. Allahumma barik. I actually felt inspired right now to go and revive my dying business. Thank you so much for that. Now, Amina, perhaps I'm going to ask you to come in and tell us, what does this mean to you personally and professionally, having to be noticed as an inspiring, successful leader with this Minara Business Recognition Award?
Kelly and Salma, when a month ago, Ijaz from Good Hope called me and said, Auntie Amina, can I nominate you for the Minara Business Chamber Awards, Businesswoman of the Year? I'm like, I'm sorry, what are we talking about? What is this? And up until a month ago, in all honesty, and with all humility, I didn't even know about the Minara Awards. And the prestige that comes with it, with doing my research, alhamdulillah, I now understand and see the value in it. Being selected as a finalist, on a professional level, it would rubber stamp my whole 19 years struggle. It will be like, that little gold stamp that people put down there and say, okay, you've done well, you've achieved. That is what it would on a business level. I've never, through the 19 years, I've never really done it for anybody. For most of the 19 years, it was sheer survival. But alhamdulillah, I humbly say it, that it would be the rubber stamp that Allah is giving me that I've succeeded. So that would be on a business level, and on a personal level, I've never received a women awards, so I'm going to be very superficial and say, oh, okay, thank you very much. It's a goal achieved. Not that I've ever asked for it, but it's something that I've achieved, something that I've accomplished.
Ladies, I might not be the judge, but I would love to say that both of you are winners, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless your journey and grant you the best of both worlds, personally, professionally, hereafter, and in this dunya. Now, quickly, before I let you go, because time is not on our side, I just want to hear where your headspace is. What are your visions, your aspirations for the future? What are you looking forward to the business world as well as your businesses and industries? Starting with you, Amina.
As I alluded earlier, definitely ISO was the stepping stone for ISO is the stepping stone for FFSC 22000. That's in terms of my work. In terms of my where I find myself, I'm 54 years old, and I'm heading into retirement, and I would like to formalize my mentorship in terms of an NGO, perhaps, where or having a business incubator and helping women, not only women, men, small businesses, youth businesses, to help them, but to do it in a formalized structure, with the intention of not letting it take 19 years to get to the point of success, letting it cut half the time or even a quarter of the time to get to that same point of success.
Mm, beautiful. You know, if you're able to summarize your 19 years into 1 year, I would buy the course if you tell it to me. Jazakallah khair so much for your time, Amina. Before we wrap up, Salma, I would love you to come in and tell us what are your aspirations, what are your goals, where do you see yourself in the future as well as your business?
Kelly, I would like to take my confectionery production facility national, start supplying chain store retailers with confectionery items, and bring that onto a national level, and growing my brand sustainably. And because we deeply invested in building relationships, with our suppliers and our customers, and providing quality products. Yeah, and I'd like to see many fancy pantry stores around the
I love
Western Cape.
that.
So that is my growth, because we have loyal customers, and we just want our business to be out there, making it easy for our customers to access our products. So that is one of my major goals.
Brilliant, ladies. That is where we shall wrap it up. Jazakallah khair so much. I feel absolutely honored to be here in your company tonight. Thank you for this opportunity to learn from you both. If you are watching us from Facebook, you see I got my shades on. That's because the future is very bright here. It's MINARA Business Chambers, and that's Kelly Ramazani signing off. I've been sitting in for Anwar Mullah. Thank you, Asif, who is the tech on duty. Thank you to Salma, Mohammed, and Amina Abrahams, who are our guests for tonight. Thank you, listening to 90.4 FM if you are in Durban, on a 5.6 FM if you are in PMB or anywhere else around the world via live stream, and those that were watching us via Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I say to you, find your purpose and leave your mark. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Business Matters. The title suggests many things. The important issue is the world revolves around business. Society, organizations, individuals, and even religion survives and thrives because of business. Business has to encompass not just financial commodity and service transactions. It has also to include welfare, justice, empowerment, environmental, and other issues too. Every week, Business Matters will delve into aspects of business that impact our lives. We will seek out extraordinary and ordinary people who have done extraordinary things. Facilitators, educators, and entrepreneurs will be invited to inspire and enlighten our listeners. Join Anwar Mullah for an interactive show and find out what really matters in business.